Justin, can you just sort of walk us through what you saw on that last touchdown, the game-winning touchdown to Mike?
Yeah, that's one of those plays that we ran a couple times in the game, and the corner ended up sitting on RF, whoever ran that little option route. And, we'd kind of talked about it on the sideline after the first couple times we ran it and told Mike to just be ready for it. And he did a great job running his route and breaking the tackle and scoring.
Were you expecting the pressure from the slot out of that look, or did that sort of surprise you at all?
That's one of those things that they brought. I thought Eck did a great job picking it up and protecting it for enough time.
Does this win fire you guys up, especially after kind of some of the losses that have happened here recently?
Winning always fires us up. You're trying to win every single game, and I thought we did a great job of moving the ball, and we can't turn the ball over like that. Kind of a weird situation, but the offense did a great job of answering back when we needed to. It's all good.
Justin, on that 36-yard run, the whole situation with Cam Hayward, what are your thoughts on it?
I was just trying to score. I kind of did a little slow cutback, but kind of tried to just find as much room as I could, and the guys downfield did a great job blocking, so it was good to see a little bit of green grass for me.
Did you think that was a dirty hit?
Oh, no, I haven't really seen it. He's a tough player. Football's an emotional game. Whatever happened, and we'll shake hands and say good game after the game.
That was probably one of the most wildest fourth quarters we've seen in some time, 41 points going up. What was it like to be in that back-and-forth game and then to come through on the last drive when you had to score a touchdown?
It got a little too close, for sure. As an offense, we had our spots, our opportunities to go down and score and put the game away, and we failed to do that. And so it got a little too close, but I thought the defense did a great job coming up with stops. And for the offense to answer and to go put points up on the board, I thought that was a huge step for us.
Did it fuel you at all when you just see all those terrible towels tonight and the Steelers fans? Did it fuel you, motivate?
We didn't pay too much attention to it. It's one of those things that here at SoFi we love the way it is, and the Chargers fans, they showed up, they showed out, they're loud, they were into the game the entire game. So we've got so much respect for those guys that show up.
Justin, a career high in rushing yards for you. I know just talking to Brandon, he said they were playing a lot of man and it sort of opened up for you. But just from your perspective, what allowed you to be that productive on the ground tonight?
Yeah, you just got to convert, and whether it's by the ground or through the air. If there are open rush lanes and guys are getting covered and no one's playing defense on the quarterback, you have to kind of step up and find a way to get through the line. I thought the line did a great job of protecting me and making sure those lanes were wide enough to run through.
Is that something you were expecting heading into the game, that they were going to play a lot of split safety man and you were going to have an opportunity to get out with your legs, or did it just sort of...
It kind of just happened. We've been watching a lot of film, and it has happened a couple times, but, they're very sound fundamentally, and that's a really good defense, and, we kind of just had to take whatever we could get, and that's a tough defense, and so for us to be able to do that, I thought it was big for us.
Last year, games like this you guys would have blown, and you guys would have ended up losing. What do you feel like has changed this season? And why do you feel like you guys are starting to win these games these close games?
I think it's a mentality heading into the game and knowing that you've got the right guys. You've been through it in practice and you've experienced it. And we've gone through it a couple games so far this year of putting away games. And, I felt like we could have done a better job out there tonight. But to be able to come back, bounce back after a couple close losses, I think it's huge for us.
What did that say about your team? Ground, air, coaches said you were the best player out there. Just what clicked for you personally and the offense in general to get the rhythm? Was it the stage or what helped you guys?
I think it all starts with the guys up front. Our offensive line has done a great job battling all year, and they gave me plenty of time to throw the ball today. And to have those guys on the outside, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Jared Cook, Austin Eckler, those guys make plays, and they make my job so much easier. So all I have to do is get them the ball, and something good will happen.
What does it mean for this team, especially when you guys have come from behind to get the lead? What was different this week for you specifically in practice? Did you feel any different? Was there a different obviously attitude or the way you approached it in order for you guys to be successful here tonight?
Nothing was different. We knew that going into the week, we just had to have a good week of preparation. We've got the right guys. We've got the right plan. We just had to execute. And, the NFL is a tough league, and every game is going to come down to the wire. And it's all about how you handle adversity and how you bounce back. And I thought we did a great job of answering that today.
What's going through your mind in a critical play where you find your guy that wide open at the end of a game for a winning score like that?
Just get him the ball. That's one of those things that you love to see. And Mike Williams, I told him to be ready on that route. And we've kind of seen it all game and talked about it on the sideline. And to go out there and execute on the field, big time for us.
How significant was this win tonight?
I think every win is huge. For us to answer and play some good football, offensively and defensively. I think it's a huge step up for us, and it all becomes the next week. And looking forward to this game on Sunday, and have to have another good week of preparation so that you can have any chance on Sunday.
Justin, you said earlier in the game when you ran the same play that corner was sinking out on that shorter route, which left Mike open. Were they bringing the slot blitz on those looks, or it was just even without the slot blitzing, they were still trying to sit on that route there?
I would have to look at it. I can't remember. I think it's just one of those routes where we give Keenan the freedom of choosing inside or out, and the corner sits, and it's a tough play to stop, and they sit, and you find Mike late.
Justin, you credited being able to pull out some of these close games to the mentality of the team some of the guys have in the locker room. How much of that is kind of a testament to the culture that Staley has kind of?
I think it's a lot to do with that. And Coach Staley immediately, as soon as he was hired here, he built relationships and he reached out to guys. And, he said this Chargers team, it can't be the same as it's been. And we have to be able to win these close games and to have those guys that they all believe. And I think it all starts with that. And for those guys to come together offensively, defensively, special teams, when we come together, I think we can play some pretty good football.
For you to, obviously, you're massively talented, but for you to, how do you kind of be patient with your success? Well, how do you not kind of compartmentalize, having opportunities to push the ball downfield, taking what defense gives you? How do you kind of compartmentalize all that?
Yeah, it's a next play mentality. Success is never going to be a straight line to the top. You're going to have your ups and your downs, and adversity is going to happen. And, we've certainly faced that over the past couple of years, and I think we've done a great job of answering. And we're not always perfect. We don't always win, and there are definitely things that we need to clean up from this game. But to be able to keep growing, keep developing, I think that's what's important for us.
Austin's one of the better all-around backs in the game, maybe underrated, but to see your teammate get 4 touchdowns, what's it like to see that happen for him?
To be able to do that in the NFL, it's not easy. And for him, we know how special and how gifted he is, and we see it during practice all week. And just giving him the opportunity to go make someone miss, that's a great option for us. And we've done such a great job of getting him the ball and finding ways to get him the ball because something good will happen with him.